Good morning, fellow Ambazonians.
Capo Daniel.
Today, na Tuesday, number 2nd day for this new month, number 4 month for this year 2024. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense past king. Una welcome to another episode of our daily podcast. A program where they bring una the truth, where they bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we waka for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. My country people, at home and abroad, IDPs, refugees, and those in prison, I come with una with revolutionary greetings. Today, we will come with progress we would make come towards our roadmap for the devolution of Cameroon as an alternative solution for the Ambazonian crisis or the Ambazonian war, whatever you may choose to call it. But before we get to those progress, as we don't promise to be transparent for now, we will first want to talk about a very important publication where Jeune Afrique ida make am. Jeune Afrique na the insider where it connect with France, where they push them for their colony them for Africa. It always be very accurate, and those publications them it always get very strong ramification. They don't publish some journal. It also be carried for Les Jeunes Enquêteurs, na a very popular French newspaper where they read them by their elites them for all the African France-Afrique territories them. So I will give una a brief look into this publication, and it be very important because it show you the power dynamic for Cameroon. You need to know your enemy before you go know how to fight it, for know wait to take them serious, wait to know for take them serious, how to maneuver yourself, and for see if you get possibility for take any advantage for their own divisions them. So I go break and down for now this publication. Wait and talk and for day. The story it be published by Desiree Cassimi. Now they a very top well-connected francophone for the French system where either always engage with French their way for manage Africa. So it be very, very accurate report, and it also be in line with which we would come for Noam with our engagement with Cameroon and what people they need to know some of these facts them. According to the investigative report, the reporter it talks say Chantabia na the true president of Cameroon, and he explain how a power structure it be and the influence which Chantabia it get for the government. Now the same insider way for April 2019 they be make similar publication. According to them, there are 4 lobbying groups them where they work for the Cameroon. That means 4 center of power where they control the affairs of the state and the opportunities and where the government get them. These 4 groups them, they call them in 4 different names. One are the Nangas, the second one are the Loyalists, the third one are the Faithful Friends, and the fourth one na Sunday Opponents. It go down for explain say the group the Nangas it be led by Ferdinand Ngongo, and na the group where the Chantabia it use them, they listen na for ye, and they engage now with ye for rule the country. It be led by Ferdinand Ngongo, when are the General Secretary of the presidency. Their activity to be supervised by Chantabia, where they call it a vice god. You get also the Minister of State and holder of the seal, the man where na sign Pobia a signature, the stamp a document them. And this group it be considered like the most serious group internationally for the diplomat, the way they engage with Cameroon. They know that the group this way get higher say because they get Pobia a direct support, and they do things even without consultation with Pobia, and Pobia in a defeat challenge them. Then get limitless ferocity, and then be ready for crush their political adversary them, even using the Cameroon military and their institution them for do so. Then be capable for force a choice for the replacement of Pobia, because Pobia in they argue with them, it hardly challenge any decision where they don't take them. As a wife na be the umbrella and the people then way a wife it is support them, na he then choose them. They also them consolidate power for put people them for position for government for strategic position without any opposition from Paul Biya. Paul Biya they see them also let them be in charge for a legacy then care for he pass the other groups them. The network also extend for the Minister of Defense, Minister of State, Secretary General of the Presidency, the Minister of Culture, and all of them are very close friends with the wife Shanta Biya. They get visit the meet up for house Idele Nanjangi group. The second group they call them the loyalist. It be led by Jack Fam Dongo. We Paul Biya they consider it like a political son. Person we it work for a footstep when I racy they don't work for together for do a lot of things. He get allied like Alain Edgar Mebengo. We recently he be first be the head for this group, but he be then be pushed aside because he tried for challenge the other group will be led by Ferdinand Gongo and they don't put it for a place me they no say no be their group they dominate for the politics for Cameroon. So it then leads for some settling of score. All these two groups them now they hardcore for the Bulu Beti clan and they member them that then they for this group them all of them. Until recently the first group it then start include Anglophones them, but they see them like just tool for use them for consolidate power and it show their ambition for replace Paul Biya. And the only group we then go over Bulu Beti clan for start include some Anglophone them. The second group also include Louis Paul Matezi. I think when they see all these challenges them as they play on for the Cameroon, they are media them. So they behave like Paul Biya and the godfather. Then they like a gang for the godfather with Paul Biya, all crooks where they do work with. The two groups them, now this group get the highest amount of money, then be more richer than the first group, will be led by Ferdinand Gongo, when a mainly politician, the way they be more focused now for political power. So the real powerhouse in terms of finance, now this second group, where the Jack Fam Dongo, they lead them. The third group, where they call them, now the faithful friends. Then be consist of die-hard CPDM people. Now the one the way they in front for campaign. Now one the way they show say them be lawyer for Paul Biya. They need to ask question. They just do anything. Them be mostly naive. They not get no power ambition because they not get ability for exert any political power. But the one are the biggest loyalists. Them way they call them now the faithful friends. They be mainly made of people them for littoral regions, and within their power structure, they also get some Anglophone them for they call them now sons and daughters of the West. Notable figure them for this one, you get Laurent Eso, Peter Mafani Musonge, you get Nyat Njifanji, you get Achiriachu, later Achiriachu, you get Jean Kwete. These individuals them they mainly serve as a window dressing for the democracy for Cameroon, for the political part, for the pretend political part, for the CPDM, their ideology. This one now one the way they no get no potential for assert or be involved for power struggle for the country. These are just followers. The last group they call them na Sunday opponent. This one the group where they largely play a symbolic political role for the country, for the progress of democracy for the country. The structure it be weak, nevertheless them be gathered as a group and they always renew their loyalty. They come for loyalty in exchange for support. Also na a business transaction where they get them with Paul Biya. Now mostly people from the far north region for Cameroon without distinction of allegiance. You get figure like Bello Buba Magari, Issa Chiruma, Hamadou Mustafa. All of them be part for this group. They come for that presidency like one group. They talk with one voice for their own interest, for their own side in exchange for direct financial support from the president for that country of La République Paul Biya. You also get recently person who then join them, Jean de Dieu Momo. He too then join this group. So these are the four major power swayers in Cameroon where they get power. And the dynamic for this power will be very important. You know, the just tell we how they govern the country and how decision they make them and who they take part for those decisions, the way they make them for manage their civil servants them, including their governors and their military. So these are the four factions that lobby presidential power on how to govern the country. And it be important for our people then for know. One, why it be important? The government, he get a sovereignty. Sovereignty na the most powerful instrument for the war because the whole world recognize him. Na he produce money. Na people their life they be dependent upon a sovereignty. Na a very powerful institution where the war it and create them. That is how the war is governed. Money the common for the army the common for the power and authority. It day for the common for the constitution. They don't amass all those power for themselves. Opposition get zero rule for play for the country right now. I will use this opportunity for explaining for our people them how this principle they work. Because how the fight they go, we will know why. Wait till the fight for become. Because when you fight for become an independent country, it means you also want to get sovereignty. You want to get this type of power, then way it come with sovereignty. And they go for the call for wait till the fight for Ambazonia. And think the challenges they will get them. Sovereignty, my country people them, I don't get a lot of inquiry where people they confused, especially our lay people them. They don't already know where to talk them because they talk say before we don't be part for Cameroon. They talk say Capo Daniel, they talk now a different thing. Now who be right, now who not right. If I mean what people they know this basic them and now opportunity this for me for explain them. Sovereignty for a country, now the power for govern that country and for control, where it be recognized. Now that recognition and the cooperation within the United Nations International Monetary System, where it make a country to be strong because you get access for power, access for resources them, and you get the right for trading. You get a lot of power and a very, very powerful thing. For political science, for baby book, they call and say a living organism. That means a sovereignty in a living organism where if he fight for protect itself, because any human living thing, he get instinct then for protect itself, for live long and for grow and for become more stronger and for dominate. So a sovereignty, the good example for people for know, it is a land certificate. Every country get a land certificate. It means they get a sovereign power. The person when I be the chop chair, when I hold that power, that document, now he make decision, now he sign thing them. In those days, they call and say a seal. You get a minister, he gets onto it, stamp and say a signature. For tradition, they get to it, they call and say Nkeng. Nkeng, the commander of a palace, now he give power for Chinda them, give power, the power would go down to the go to quarter head them. When they can plan King, they talk now on the power for that chief. They come for that Ngumba house when the chief it be head for the Ngumba. Thing with the chief it talk am na it be law for that land. So for people them for understand, we for Southern Cameroon will be also be a sovereign territory, a sovereign state. We will get that power also. We be now for the British people their hand. La Republique also they get their own power. Sovereignty means a separate country. You will get our own document, our own land certificate. These two Cameroon, the way they will be together, we for Anglophone side for Southern Cameroon and French Cameroon them. When we come together for Fumban, for the United Nations, where they will validate the plebiscite, then form one country. That means they then join the two land certificate, then make me become one. We get now one Cameroon. Some people will ask and say, will not be that ever join La République du Cameroon? I go explain for one of a simple word, and when I go check and when I accept, make when I need to do yes until they accept them. The thing we would always talk where I think they used to call Beneza Akwanga say na be Papa Ambazonia. People they need to understand because na be bring this ideology. The ideology it be based on two things. International law they call and say the Helsinki Accord, something where some white man they be sign and say country the media border then be freeze when they get independent. That means you know if you change your border condition and the way you must change your border. And then the African Union Naibi be the first one for adopt this one like a part of a charter. They be adopt them now for the 1963 when they be create the African Union. They call it OAU at that time before they don't change them to AU now. This document it be signed and adopted by all African country them. Say make all man their border it be close, all sovereign state then they no fit be changed be until they sign this document where they call and say Union Treaty. So they always this interpretation it be wrong from our international engagement and our study for this matter. Even the court case where we did from Banjul, they also quote and say they no be get jurisdiction for make decision on our union with Cameroon based on this condition where they for African Union say country before you want join you must sign this union treaty. The court it be talk when at the same conclusion where expert the Rangiam say the Union Treaty condition for join, it be being adopted by the African Union now for 1963. The one it become already after the Cameroon it be already joined through a constitutional union. So the condition it no be applied for the joining between the two sides. Even the court judgment it don't talk so. So the fact that the talks will not get any document where they be sign them for Fumban, it means it will not be joined by the Republic. No. The joining it will be designated by the United Nations Resolution 1608 as I began explain for una. It be talks the union it will come into effect from the 1st of October 1961. It no be require union treaty. Nothing for the document no require an agreement for union treaty for the union for take effect. So we will be wrong for that particular argument, and the thing then that would talk so we must concede them. That means we must give up this argument. It not be true and not be some bad thing for give them up because now the truth not just the right thing for do them. It help we when we stand on that strong footing for stand for fight for our case. So the fact that will be now will be with Cameroon now, it don't mean anything negative. It instead make a more stand on a strong ground because when we talk before people they only talk so now they want to go create a new country. We need to know why they talk so. Now the reason this way they talk so. So me man you know the truth. And it go help we for be positioned for take advantage and for move forward. So yes, we don't join with Cameroon. The La République du Cameroon what they call them. The Cameroon now in name na bilingual name get the Republic of Cameroon, and for French they call it La République du Cameroon. This Cameroon now no be the old French Cameroon. Not just the center government. It be evolved from power from that old Cameroon. It no mean na say na the old Cameroon. Because when we talk so we not be a part of Cameroon, would they give up, would they forfeit our right for speak where they go feel hear we. Now why that one at hear even Ebenezer Kwanga when he want talk, he talk say Ambazonia and then he go talk say Southern Cameroon, because officially now the reference that way if you refer and way they for book where they go feel recognize and say you talk about something where you get legal reference. Before I not over divert, wait away mean I say these two countries they don't join together, they don't form one land certificate. That sovereign power, idena for that country where people they manipulate them for use this power. For we for be able for access power and authority, it must come from that constitution. Even if we want for separate, it must still come now for day. Now the Cameroon must give we independence. We are fighting for independence from who? Maybe from Britain, maybe from France, but not from Cameroon. Because now for they even you see Somaliland, they fight independence now from who they talk say till Somalia it go accept. Palestinian they fight independence. The war they talk say till Israel it go accept. Because now the one the way the whole land certificate will be recognized for that place. Do like the Sahel region, they talk say until Morocco go accept. Even for Kosovo, where United Nations recognize, America recognize them, they don't talk say until Serbia it go make peace with them. For the Turkish region, they also talk say unto Turkey, it go accept or it go recognize independence it no go be. So now the challenge and that way we need to understand them as to the position of ourselves for fight for free our people. We need to know this power dynamic and the meaning of these things them. Ambazonia na aspiration no be reality. Now why that way all our refugee them, even Seseko they don't begin call themselves say them being a Cameroonian for legal document the way they file for petition. So you don't go for go seek asylum. Whether you make na case for a juru, but when you go for there, you must first talk so you be Cameroonian before they go listen for you. So the one no be say would even talk some will give up na something way he had known at the reality, and it go help we for fight for way to want for become. But you must know the place where you stand before you fight. So would I make progress? Would I already get the name for the organization? These things then be important. We forget the type of access where we get them for push the solution we fight for. And we don't get the name for the organization now, the People's Right Advocative Platform. We know at Ambazonians they because we be done first apply for Gambia for this organization, and they don't tell we about the nuances. Nuances that means some objection we count the way they could see on a document them. When they see that name Ambazonia, they could not say because of diplomatic policy, the way they get our La Republic relationship, They no fit treat una in the same way if they treat una like a normal human rights organization, where it no be controversial, where you need to impose something where they challenge some other money land certificate. So we will be now the People's Right Advocative Platform. We will advance the cause of Ambazonia. We will be able to issue membership card so that the things they will negotiate for our people, them they will be able to benefit for these things they will then put them forth, whether not for our soldiers, our political prisoners, our refugees, and the people in the diaspora. They will need to sign up before they will benefit for which we will fight for them. Because we don't agree, according to our thesis and assumption, say the hardliners them, they will remain for fight forever. Even after a peaceful and acceptable solution, it will come. Even if independence, it will come. Their logic, makes sense. They will continue for fight. They will become like the Lord Resistance Army. They will end up being labeled terrorist or extremist group when a viable solution it could then be on the table. So we will issue out membership card. We will be an official organization where people then point and say, this organization, it be led by who them. They stand for WETI. The Cameroon government and the international community, they feel engage with us, no say will be a legal and responsible entity where they represent the interests of our people. So those are the progress we have made. And eventually, as the document they could come, we would engage, we will meet up with our time. We will then promise when I say mid-April, we will start full-blown diplomatic engagement for the follow-up on which we would then the groundwork we would already do for get them. I will use this opportunity also for inform our people about a security alert. One of our fighters, then we be there for Douala, they then capture ye and K2. I think say Oman know K2 very well for Ndu. Na picking the way they come up in Kambe where they walk. They begin come for Ngarum. La Republic then capture ye. So any man will get communication with ye and picking the way they for ye. Me they know say na security risk. Me then take the necessary measure them for protect themselves. Make all man hold a gun for a chest, who they for war. May man not trust La Republic until a solution is be found. We must continue for fight and hold our leverage and make sure say we'll take the full advantage for put the public interest for make sure say we end this war in a proper way we go secure the interests of our people them. We go to explain the various things that we'll fight for our people and which they go stand for benefit if we succeed and why the need for help we for succeed. Because our success now their success. We need to fight now for money, we need to fight for position, we need to fight for you, we need to put your interests first, and we need to put the interests of our country first. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off.